Hello. Let me see if I can change my microphone. Oh, there. I maybe I have to do this again. Built-in speakers. Okay. Well, we don't have fancy speakers today. Um Hello everybody. I've been absent for quite some time, and I want you to know that so I've had some issues come up in my life, but I'm okay. And I so appreciate. Oh, you can't hear me. Damn it. All right, let me stop, and I'm gonna fix my audio, because look, I put this in a. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm gonna. Hello from. Oh, hey, Steven. That's so good to see you again. Okay, raise your no sound. Can you tell me if you can? Oh, good. You can hear me. Okay, good. I want you to know I put this microphone in my suitcase. I put this halo light in my suitcase because I was like, I don't know what's happening. I better put stuff in my suitcase. And I want you to know that I have a notepad here because I want to know what you guys want to know. I mean, like, about the Catholic world, Opus Dei, and all of this. And it's because I'm going to put together my long form content again, and I'm looking forward to it. And as you know, I've had some minor changes in my life, but I want you to know I'm okay. Actually, I'm actually better than ever. And we just had to do some stuff, some grown up things. And so, but you guys have all been incredible. Every single piece of clothing I'm wearing has been given to me. Oh, I'm in the United States. I'm in Oregon. I'm in Florence, Oregon, where I grew up. And yeah, so Mary says, well, it sure seems like the church has taken a bit of a flip flop. There's all kinds of stuff. And like when everything was going down in my personal life, I was like, dang it, because this is the time. Like when I told you guys, it was like a year, like, yeah, maybe about 9 months ago, in my little coffee videos with the spinning ball and everything. And I was like, this is a Catholic issue. So much of this is a Catholic issue. And people were like, what are you talking about? And now we can see, because stuff's cooking now. And so I was like, I had so much else going on in my life. And oh yeah, and I was like, gosh, I wish I could be on top of what's going on right now, because the Catholic stuff is cooking, right? It's huge for me to say that I'm better than ever. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is too. And so I was just going to say, this necklace was sent to me by a very nice lady. And oh, I couldn't stay in Germany. We'll explain more about that later. But I every single thing I'm wearing, okay, was given to me. I've had 4 people basically give me like all their clothes that they didn't use anymore. Um, like my whole household is running right now because of you guys, and your donations, and the Florence Food Share Food Bank, and like like even like I'm just looking around, like every single thing, like this was given to me. My friend Brady sent me this. My friend made me this quilt. And that's like the story of this quilt is going to be in my next installment of my memoir, because it's beautiful. A friend gave me her handbag. Uh, like this lamp was given. I mean, like, people just showed up, and it's like every time I even thought, like, gosh, I need a something something, I didn't even say it. Like people would show up with that very thing. And like this desk I'm using, I thought to myself, gosh, I need a desk because I really want to get back to my work. And so I went down to St. Vincent de Paul and I was like, okay, I just need a desk. And I walk in and there's just a bunch of crappy desks. I mean, I like the kind that have like gum stuck to the bottom. I mean, no offense, the St. Vincent's very nice and the people are very, very nice. But a few of them had like crayon all over it. And I was like, I guess that's the best I can do. And then I saw this desk. It's like nice. And so I went and I got the lady and I said, that's the desk I want. And she says, oh, well, we have one that's brand new in a box. That's the one you want. And so like every single thing I've needed has not just either shown up at my doorstep, but just been right there. And oh, hey, don't worry, the replay will be up. I'm so happy to see you. And so I want you to know that like I had to put my Substack behind a paywall, and you guys have made all the difference in the world because I was able to afford legal counsel. And you guys know that's not cheap, and get legal protections that are very important for every autonomous human being on the planet needs legal protection. And so I don't know. I just so appreciate everything. Like this notepad was sent to me, and this is my favorite. It's backwards for you, but it says underestimate me. That'll be fun. You guys have been so kind. And so, yeah, the necklace was sent to me. Everything I'm wearing every day was sent to me. And it's been so kind. And so what I'm doing today is I was like, I don't even know. Oh, you saw it. Oh, it's not backwards. Oh, good. See, isn't that cute? I love it. And for those of you who have subscribed to my Substack, reading my memoir in real time, you've made all the difference. And you can read more of that if you want to know why you've made all the difference. And for those of you who can't subscribe, I so appreciate you being here anyway. And that's why I was like, I want to come back to talking to you guys and make it without a paywall so we can just build our community and I can do what it is that brings me joy. And I did mention in my memoir what a difference you made in my life, especially last spring, that made all the difference in the world. And what I had done, and I was going to present it to you as kind of a thesis, was I wrote a manifesto called The Dignity Work, because I'm doing all this deep thinking about dignity and the dignity of the human person and, the gutter Catholic. And what does that even mean? Does that mean that we're like up here in a hierarchy going, I'm here looking down on you? That's not what it means at all. In fact, like the best analogy I can have for a gutter Catholic or a gutter atheist or a gutter Methodist or whatever, okay, a gutter pagan, a gutter Wicca, is, you guys know I've been going to the beach a lot because this is my home. This is my place. And when you're walking on the beach in Oregon, there's so many pieces of driftwood that are just laying there like this. And, I'm creative. And so whenever I sit like, well, all those pieces of driftwood just laying there. And they came from a forest. They used to be something else. They used to have a purpose. They used to have a purpose in the ecosystem. But now all of a sudden they've been floating around the sea, and then they wash up on a shore, and they're all laying there grounded, equalized, right, on the ground. No status, no leaves, no pine needles, no nothing. Okay, they're all just equalized. And I was, of course, I'm always thinking, where's an analogy there? But that's who I think we are as humans. We are all the same, and because we all have inherent dignity. And so to try and impose a hierarchical system on people where you are deciding who gets dignity and who doesn't, and when you are deciding who gets to be treated like a human and who doesn't, I'm not down with that. And so I thought, oh, good. So driftwood is huge in Michigan. I'm so happy to see you. And you love this thought and analogy. Yeah. So as humans, I think we're all just pieces of driftwood, and it doesn't matter where we came from. We could have come from a nice forest or a crappy forest, or, I don't know, a forest with a bunch of like old, cars broken down underneath. But all these pieces of driftwood came from somewhere else. They all got tossed around on the ocean. They all got the crap beat out of them. Okay. They look nothing like they used to. And they're there equalized, laying Like, and I've even imagined myself, because lately I have felt like a piece of driftwood. I am a piece of driftwood. Okay. I was expelled out of my old life. Okay. Like a journey like a hobbit back to my hometown. And I have felt like a piece of driftwood, like washed up on the shore. And so many of you have connected with me and told me your personal stories. And it's not a bad thing to be a piece of driftwood. In fact, we can at least lay there and look at each other and see the humanity in each other. I'm getting verklempt. I have to take a breath. Anyway, and so I just want you to know that when I did that work in the spring and the summer, when I wrote my manifesto, the dignity work, that made a huge difference in my life, because the dignity work is about saying, I have inherent dignity. I don't need it from anybody, right? And the work of the dignity is up to me every day, okay? It's not up to somebody else. It's up to me every day to live in a dignified way and to decide what I allow and what I don't. And so right now I'm writing more of it, because it turns out it's quite a topic, and maybe it's timely. So anyway, well, I'm so happy to see you again. I'm so happy to see you, and I've missed you too. And I just want you to know, I know like I'm just a person on the internet and blah, 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 but you made a profound difference in my life, okay? Because part of the dignity work is raising your standard of dignity in every area of your life, and understanding that it's not something that anyone grants you. It's something that's already in you, and you get to activate it whenever you want, okay? And another part of that is documentation. So I can't tell you how much proper documentation will help you in your life, no matter what you are facing. And so I'm writing chapter 12 of my memoir in real time, which is behind a paywall on Substack. And, hopefully it'll be in print, and hopefully I'll give away a bunch here. I'll be like, you get a book, and you get a book, and you get a book. But I'm working on chapter 12 right now, which is about the dignity work and about how it is work. And it's our sacred duty to protect our own dignity, and also the dignity of those who depend on us. You are my people. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much you've helped us. Oh, good. You're going to go listen while you shovel snow. Whoops. Go and do that. My friend Simon, okay, as you know, my best friend Simon, we talk a lot, and I get so much done. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. People get better when they realize they are valuable, and not because you have money or someone thinks you're sexy, but because you have been made by God, and God makes you valuable. Yes. And so maybe, okay, girl, go and shovel that snow. Go. Everyone root for Carolyn, who's going to shovel snow. Godspeed. Anyway, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see everybody again. And like I said, it made such a difference. And if you are reading my memoir, there is a part where I realized, like, wow, you guys all made a difference. And so it was the dignity work that did a lot for me. And what I was going to do last summer, okay, I was interrupted. I feel like Gandalf. I was delayed. Okay. I wrote my manifesto, the dignity work. And then I was like, I'm going to apply it to every aspect of my life. As I'm not a scientist. I'm merely an unlettered pie baker. I'm a nobody. Okay. But I approach the world through a social science lens, because maybe if I had finished school, and maybe if I had become a thinker, I would have gone into social science. Maybe. Okay. If I hadn't have, devoted 30 years of my life to building my husband's military career and had 7 children. Bygones. But, here we are. And it was good. And so I thought, if I approach this dignity work as a social scientist and I start applying it to my own life, and I start going like, okay, um, you know, I had a hypothesis, and I was going through the actual steps of doing it, and then I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna report back to my audience about how how to raise your standard of dignity. And at the time, it was in every corner of my home, and then I was going to apply it to every relationship in my life, and then all kinds of stuff happened. And all I want to say is, if you are going to start the dignity work, you must be very careful, okay? Because it is like the Hobbit. You never know where that trail is going to take you. Okay. Um, anyway, what a lark. Let's see. Oh, hey, Jenny. Organizer Jen. So Jen helped me so many years in all the moves we made as a military family. She would come and she would help me organize stuff, and she would help me pack. And Jen knows how hard we both worked. And she says, "You're not a nobody." I'm a nobody. um. Anyway, oh, hey, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see you. And so I want you guys to know, we're going to do this. We're going to do this more, and keep growing our little community. And you guys have been so patient with me, and sending me olive oil and lard and sending me, you guys, a lot of you sent me paper towels, and I so appreciate that, sending me lots of things. And as soon as I can, and I'll put this up, I'm going to write a big old check to that food bank, because one day I'll be able to. And I am back in the States now. I'm in Oregon. My marriage ended, and it was a bit of a surprise to me. But here I am. I'm back in Oregon with my 3 minor children in my hometown in Florence, Oregon, in a lovely little rental that was already furnished. And what a find. It's hard to find a house to rent here, but it is furnished, and it's dignified, you know. It's small and cozy and nice, and it's just been a blessing. So as hard as it was, like, everything has lined up so perfectly for us here. I found a wonderful attorney, and like, I couldn't have asked for it to go any better. And so, yeah, surprise to you too. Jen spent many a day in my house. Many a day in my house for years. Jen, when did we meet? 2012. 2012. Yes, 2012 in Pennsylvania. And so Jen was with me every step of the way in Pennsylvania. She was always coming over, and helped us get packed up to go to Okinawa. And then 4 years later, she met us in North Carolina. She helped me unpack my house in North Carolina. No one knows the inside and inner workings of my house like Organizer Jen. And we love her, and she's family now. And so, oh, you keep hoping you'll run into, Kay, girl, come on over. All right. I'll give you my address. You come over to my house. All right. You want pie or something? Come on, I'll make you food. All right. I'll make you tea. I got tea and cookies. You know, one thing that somebody did right at the beginning, and I've had people send me beautiful things, kind things, and I'm serious, just PM me. All right, girl, get on over here. All right. One of the first things somebody sent me was a little pack of tea and a little box of cookies. Okay. Now, this is when I had like nothing. All right. And I was able to have people over, right, who were coming over to bring me things that I needed, like clothes. Like, everything I'm wearing was given to me, like clothes, like a lamp, like whatever. And I was able to make them tea and give them cookies, which made me feel like I still had dignity, made me feel like I could still be the hostess, right? And not always in need, but someone who could give as well. And then that was one of the first things somebody sent, and it was so profound to me to be able to say, would you like some tea? Okay. Yes, and you did come see me in Kentucky. You did. And you got to come see me in Oregon too, all right? Come on down. We have already talked about that. And, you know, so many people, yeah, pie. Yeah. We all need a Jen. You know, we all need all the friends who have shown up. I've had lifelong friends my whole life, but the people who have shown up in my life, dozens and dozens of people. They show up at my door. They've been bringing me ham. Okay. And I know this is like, so when you have to go to the food bank, you get a lot of beans. Okay. You get beans. They got beans at the food bank. I love beans. Okay. But beans are so much better with ham. And so people have been showing up with ham. And I cannot tell you what a difference it makes, because, you know, I got 2 big old teenage boys and they're hungry. All right. Not hungry, but hungry. All right. And so I take the ham and I slice it up, and somebody sent me these bracelets, which I love these. So, I slice it up and then I put them in Ziploc bags, and people sent me Ziploc bags. I mean, no kidding. I put Ziploc bags in my suitcase because I didn't know what I was coming to. Okay. And so I cut up a ham and I put it, you know, section it off, and then I put it in the freezer. And this house, this furnished rental had a chest freezer in the garage, which is priceless for me. And so now I can make all those beans something good, because so many people have brought me hams. Yeah. Jen, like I said, Jen, nobody knows the inside of my home and my life like Organizer Jen. Over what, 10 years, 12 years, Jen? Most people don't know, you used to buy like a shopping cart full of food, more like 2, yeah, and would make a home cooked meal and dessert for all your husband's men every month. That's right. Dinner for, and sometimes it was up to 200 Marines. I was there for one of the grocery shopping trips. Yeah. I would work on that for days. And I had catering equipment like chafing dishes. And yeah, I did themed dinners for a long time, until I figured out all they liked was taco bar. And so then I would have like 4 crock pots going at one time. Oh, they loved tiramisu. They loved tres leches cake. Okay. And then we would get all the I would get all the toppings. I would work for days on that. Thank you, Jen. Yeah. This is my joke. Okay. I'm not bragging. It's not bragging, because I was dismissed, but I was the greatest Marine Corps spouse that ever lived. I'm just joking. I like to say that, like, I was the greatest swordsman that ever lived, you know? No, but I did. I worked my butt off. Yeah, you were just going to say that about dessert. They loved the tres leches cake. They loved a bunch of Marines. You know what Marines love, and they will never admit this. They love a cupcake. Okay. It's dainty. It's small. They don't care. They're like, I'm getting that cupcake. Get out of my way. They love the red velvet cupcakes best. They like chocolate cake too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm so glad you were able to find kind people to love and support you. Everything you've planted spiritually in this world has come back to you 10 times. Well, there was years, because I always believed that, like, everything you put out comes back. I always believed that. And I lived on that, like feeding the birds, feeding the squirrels, even little things like that, you know, like whenever one of my little children like got hurt when they were 2, you know, I would always like, oh, you know, I'd pat their little chest, and I always believed it came back. But for about 6 years, I didn't feel anything come back. Nothing. And I kept thinking God forgot about me, and I didn't know what was going on. But it's true. It does come back, because it came back like a tidal wave these last few months. And interestingly, when I was just about to leave the house in Germany, I had a lot of like lamps, some cooking things, and things that just wouldn't sell. I was trying to sell things online because everything in Germany, there's a different plug, right? So, and one lady who I knew said that she was helping out this woman who had just moved from another country, and she had twins. And while she was pregnant with twins, her husband decided he didn't want to be married to her and he didn't want to have twins. So he split. That's the word. And so I thought, well, gosh, let's just, I like, she got lamps, she got houseplants, she got all kinds of things. And I remember thinking to myself, well, I don't know what is going to meet. I don't know what I'm going to face when I get back home. I don't know what I'm going to have. And so let's hope that this might make a difference in her life. And then maybe some people will have some cushion and compassion for me. And boy, did it ever happen. Like, we had so many packages here. They were all going to my parents' P.O. box. I'm getting my own P.O. box so we can quit bothering my parents. I swear my dad, I think he felt like the postman Sam, right? It's just like hauling boxes. But we, like, the first time we went over, there was like 21 boxes. And then the next time there was like 20 boxes. My entire kids' Christmas, the clothes they're wearing right now. Okay, I got big boys and they're growing by the minute. Christmas stockings, treats, hot chocolate, mugs for hot chocolate, everything. And so we got to figure this out, guys. You guys got to help me figure this out. What we need to do is figure out how to do that for other people, because I'm not out of the woods yet, but I'm getting there. Like I'm well enough today to do this. I couldn't have done this a month ago. I'm not well. I mean, I'm well, but I mean, like, I'm good. And that all is because of stability. That's all because of, there's no rug being ripped out from under me, right? It's not about, it's about me going, oh, okay, all right. I'm all right, and like I said before, in many ways, I'm better than ever. But I don't feel like there's going to be so much uncertainty going forward because of a wonderful thing I like to call Oregon jurisdiction. Okay. Honestly, I've never been so happy. I know we're in a tumultuous time right now. I know we are, but I'm going to tell you what, I've never been so happy to be an American. Oregon jurisdiction. I got to write some songs about Oregon jurisdiction. Oh, really? That's pretty much what happened to me with my twins, but years ago. Blessings always come eventually after blessing others. Yeah. For years, I didn't feel anything. And I remember thinking, because it was the years we were in Germany, I didn't feel anything coming back. And usually it always would. In fact, every day I would feed my birds. I would feed the birds on my balcony. I'd feed them 5 piles of bird seed. And I just kept thinking, where did it go? Where did it go? I got my theories, but it does come back. Wait, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. How can you support me? Just showing up here is great. People have been fabulous on Substack, on subscribing to my paid Substack. And I'm good. I've been able to pay for an attorney and other things, legal and other things that have given us stability. And so, and a lot of people can't do that. And so that's why as soon as I could, I wanted to come by and just hang out with everybody, not with a paywall, but just as people, as pieces of driftwood grounded on the beach. And I have felt like that, just like, so if you ever feel very, very low, I want you to imagine that you're a piece of driftwood on the beach and you're laying by me, another piece of driftwood on the beach, and we're all just laying there going, I don't know what the hell happened, but at least we're together. Okay. Because we didn't disappear. We changed, right? We were swept out to sea. We got tumbled around. We got the crap beat out of us a little bit, figuratively, right? And then here we are on the beach. Oh, I do. And lots more. I've had so much help. I've had so many people contact me with so much help and a lot of experts, like legit. Okay, one day, we're gonna have all kinds of experts on here, giving all kinds of expert advice, and I look forward to that. But I want to know, yeah. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Thank you, Hunter. You reminded me. I was taught that those hard times when you felt alone, that's when God was carrying you. In any case, no, you are loved. Thank you, as are you. I remember thinking about Mother Teresa. And I know there's controversy. Okay, we can address that at another time. But she did talk about a dark night of the soul where you don't feel anything back. Like I always believe, even waving at a baby, at Walmart. Or like I used to carry finger puppets in my purse. So whenever there was a baby that was like upset or like a toddler who was upset, all I would have to do is pull the finger puppets out of my purse, like in the checkout line, and be like, hello, because it all is good, right? It's all that good stuff you put out there. So I'm prepared. Like in my purse, I got a sewing kit in there. I got finger puppets. Well, I used to. I don't have them now because I left them back in Germany. But you can bless people in so many ways. And I always, sorry, I stutter when I'm feeling emotional. It comes back. It does when you're in your darkest time. And so what we need to do is figure out a way to help other people who've been through what I've been through. And I don't know how to do this. I need some kind of planner. Who knows how to do that? Because it made such a profound difference in my life. And the truth is, without legal counsel, you're screwed. Okay. It's not fair. It should not be this way, but it's true. And if you don't know your rights, you're screwed as well. And more on that later. I love being a writer. It's been so good for me to write in all my metaphor. Oh, good. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, well, first of all, when you're in a better place, you should go for your undergrad in social science. Well, as it has it. Okay. I get something called Chapter 35 as long as I apply before a divorce is the divorce is final. And that means I get college. Okay. And a monthly stipend. And so, yes, I am going to do OSU, Oregon State University online. And yeah, I'm going for it. And for a while I was like, well, maybe I'll get a degree in political science, which interestingly is what I was going to do, when I graduated from high school, because I was the state champion for speech and debate in 1993. And I was like, I'm going to be a politician. And then, I was delayed, and I thought, well, I'm going to get an undergrad in political science, and I'm going to save up my pennies, and then get a graduate degree in public policy, and then I'm going to run for office. And I don't know if I'm cut out for that. I might just be cut out for walking on the beach and writing lots of books, because I got them all here, And but yeah, I'm definitely going to school because it'll be fun for me. That's the thing. And who knows what it'll bring. And then at least I won't have to say unlettered pie baker. Okay. Even though there's nothing wrong with that. All right. But I'm definitely doing that. And I guess I have so much more energy now. I have so much more time. And I don't know. I'm just happy. I don't know. My Catholic friends love you. Thank you. And are grateful that I introduced you to them. We pray for you to receive all the good things even better than before. Shannon, thank you. I feel it. I feel it big time. I don't know. Oh. Jen, sorry. Sometimes a smile from a stranger makes all the difference. It does. It so does. It so does. Are you going to be able to get your household goods shipped to you eventually? I don't know. I don't know. I'm having my attorney ask some questions about that. God bless her. Okay. And if you would like to learn about my attorney and on my journey back to my hometown, which has been a real trip. Okay. It's a great town. It is a great town. And I mean it, Kay. Girl, stop on by. All right. Send me, I'll give you my address. I would like to share my story with you. I was one of those rebel former nuns from the 60s. Were you? Oh, I love those. Just turned 85 and I can relate to some of the things you were going through. I would love to know your story. I would love to know your story, and you tell me what you'd like me to do with your story. If you want me to talk it here and tell it, or if you want me to write it. You guys know now that I like to write. Writing has been great for my brain. Oh, when you do get your stuff, I hope I do. I am coming to unpack it. Jen will be a witness as to when the stuff comes. And if it is coming, which I don't know, I'd like it to come because I have like all my cookbooks and my kitchen utensils, and we cannot forget that copper pot that is from Bruges, Belgium, that I named Chester. Chester copper pot. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, what about Nutmeg? Is she coming to you? Well, we are waiting for Nutmeg. The children really miss Nutmeg, and it's very important for the children's emotional well-being to get Nutmeg. Oh, really? You're 77 and you were one of those nuns too. Okay. You know what we need to do? I would love to do this. If we could compile a book of former nun stories, that would be chef's kiss. Just give me the info and I'll put it into a book and give me metaphor. Okay. If you ate a sandwich once when you were a nun and you were like, this is so good and blah, 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 and blah, give me the imagery. If you read my Substack, you know I like to talk in imagery and metaphor. There's so much you can say. Oh, you would buy several copies of a nun book. Fabulous. Oh, thank you for adding this. My divorce was a challenge, says Deborah. As he abandoned us and moved 5,000 miles away to Hawaii with his mistress, it took a while, and the judge awarded me everything I asked for. Good for you. Unfortunately, it takes a while, and it takes a while. No, they moved to Florida about 20 years ago. But there's so many people here who have helped. Tons. Like my childhood friends' parents. And you know what? I can't wait to do want I have more energy and once I have, a budget and I don't have to go to the food bank. But I want to do dinner parties for my friends. And, if you read my memoir, you know that I was very lonely for a long time. And it's just so great to be around so many friends. Like, it's like, what more could you ask for in life than just a bunch of friends who you can't wait to be with and you love to be with? And so much of that, I learned from living around the world. And, they say in Okinawa, we lived in Okinawa for 4 years, and they say in Okinawa, it's the diet. Maybe, but you know what? They keep the same friends their whole life, and they are not a fast-paced culture. They take their time. And I think that's why they live so long, because they're not just so freaking stressed out about everything. They have friends. They take their walks together. They have the same friends all their lives, like from 5 years old on. And that's what I have here. And if so, people are like, wow, you look great, because I'm doing so much better. I'm around my people. And I had to travel around the world for 30 years to appreciate where I came from, appreciate that lifelong bonds are sacred. And you protect those, and you show up for those people, and then they show up for you, and then you have a social safety net. So when something happens in your life, and I remember thinking this in Germany when all the things happened, and it was very sudden for me, and thinking, like, I don't know what to do. And I had to think about all the social structures I had observed around the world where there was a social safety net. And I thought, well, how do I, where's my safety net? Home, right? Get your ass back home to Oregon. And that's what I did. And I have not had one day where I haven't had a smile just on my face to where sometimes my cheeks hurt, right? That just shows how much I missed it, all right? And so in a military culture, where you're taking people away from their home, you're away from their people, and sure, it's a grand adventure, but look, at some point, you got to get your ass home, okay? And it's been great. 70 and former Franciscan, met my partner in community, 48 incredible years together. Oh, that's so, we're all ready. And look, let's do it. That would be so great. I would love to write a book with everyone's stories. I would love to compile everyone's stories and what you learned, and what you learned about giving, and what you learned about, like real sacrifice, not the kind of sacrifice that just tears your guts out. I got some stories about that. Organizer Jen would know about that. But like the self-sacrifice that's the healthy kind, right? And not this, gut, Harry Carey level self-annihilating, self-erasing, self-sacrifice. Oh, don't you worry. We understand. I grew up in the country in Canada. And during my childhood years, there were American neighbors who came up every summer. So naturally, we had some amazing friendships. Some of those good people are still friends. However, since Trump came into power, I struggle with wanting to boycott all things American made, yet feel like I'm hurting my friends. Everyone, raise your hand if you understand. Girl, don't worry about it. We understand and we forgive you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Carrie. Female friendship, or really any strong friendship, is the best mirror and support its chosen family. So happy for you. I'm so grateful that you are part of this journey with me. And I did get your package in the mail yesterday. She sent me these beautiful hydrangea placemats and Star Wars cups. And I want you to know, maybe I could turn my computer around. Okay. I want you to know, okay, that table right there. All right, can you see that table? That I have it all set up. Whoops. I have it all set up for my kids' dinner. And I have those placemats on the table and those Star Wars cups on the table. So we can have a nice, quiet sit-down dinner tonight. I want you to know that you made that happen. And thank you so much, and everybody. Yeah, Stuttgart. Yeah, you loved living in Stuttgart, but it was so hard to be away from social support. Where in Germany did y'all live? Stuttgart. We lived in I said this when we were there, but it was this little village called Hildredshausen. And not a lot of neighbors thrilled. We were there. The Germans don't, they call us Amis. And I remember my little son, Thomas, when we first moved there, what was he, third grade? And he'd be like, Mama, and Thomas is very good pattern recognition. And he notices a lot of things like me. He's like, Mama, they don't want us here. Mama, they don't like us. And I'm like, oh, well, we don't know that. No, it's true. They're like, go home, go back to your own people. And, they're right. It's fun. It's just, oh gosh. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it is a very special time. Thanks for sharing your story. Thank you. Your whole town is a beacon of light that we need to see right now. A tiny light dispels the darkness. Yeah, it has been incredible. And, these are like, just you stay here for a couple generations and, you run into relatives. It's way, everyone is related to Errol. It's like every time my attorney comes over and I'm like, cause like we've known her for so long. I mean, she's not close, but you know, she's a few years, like we know of each other. Whoops. Sorry. My halo light just fell. Hang on. So anyway, just hang on a second. It's like, okay. I'm getting carried away here. All right, let's try this again. There. Okay. Oh, at least I can show you my outfit. Okay. So this is my outfit. Everything is from somebody else. Okay. And look at how well it fits. It's like all these clothes people have given me, it's made all the difference in the world. Okay. So every time my attorney comes over, and I laugh because it makes me so happy that I know so many people and I'm so well connected that like I'm not gonna like fall through the cracks, right? And because I used to, when we lived in Okinawa, you know, I used to think, God, wouldn't it be so nice just to know so many people and be so, and I was very fortunate, and I was able to, I was invited into homes in Okinawa. Like they would invite me and my children to their homes because they were teaching me how to cook, and then I was teaching them how to cook American food, and they love macaroni and cheese. And so really, I only had to teach one lesson, and I taught it like 50 times. This is how you make American mac and cheese, right? And they'd say, oshi, oshi, which is good. And oishi. And I used to think, God, wouldn't it be so great to live in a place where like they live in multi-generational homes, like everyone on the street is related, and they all know where they're going to go when they die because they have these tombs. And they're sacred tombs. And in fact, there were some tombs that were actually on base because, you know, the Americans came and like, this is our base now, you know. And I always used to wonder about the families that used to live there before. Like I felt it, you know what I mean? Like I felt bad. But there were tombs on the hillsides. There were tombs even on the base. And they would actually ask, please don't go near this tomb, even though it's on the American base. And most people respected that. And that's the family tomb. That's where you go. And every year on Obon, they would go and they would take food to the tomb, and they would clean out the tomb, and they would get the urns because they have chunks of bones in the urns. And they like aunt and uncle. And I remember asking, like, what does that feel like knowing that that's where you're going to go when you die? Because at first I thought it was really creepy. And they actually were like, well, it's good. You know, it's good. And I thought, and after a while, I started to get envious of that. Like, God, wouldn't it be nice to know where you're going to go? And like what they're going to do with you and everything. So every time my attorney comes over, and we have one bathroom here, and there's me and the two big boys, and then little Rosie. And if the bathroom's, you know, if someone's using it, and she says, well, I might need to use your bathroom, and I'll say, oh, you know, someone's in there right now. She's like, okay, I can go across the street and use my cousin's because everyone's related. Anyway, it's great, and now that I've seen social structures all over the world, I can be like appreciative of it, you know. And growing up here, oh yeah, this is your permission. Boycott away. We understand. You know, growing up here, the number one goal was always getting the hell out, right? Even though you will not find a more beautiful place ever. You will not find a better beach. You will not find a beach without humans. I go to the beach, there's no humans. There may be a couple, maybe a few friendly dogs, but it's not like it's packed with people. And the food prices are pretty high because apparently just, this is, okay, so if this is the Oregon, if this is my town right here, this is the Pacific, right? And then there's a mountain range here, a mountain range here, and a mountain range here. So, I mean, it's pretty well, it's kind of like walled off. But Anyway, the whole goal of this town was just to get the hell out. And of course I did. I got the hell out for 30 years and it was nice to be back. Oh, late to raise my hand in agreement. Okay, she doesn't mind if you boycott. Don't worry, Canadians. We're okay. Well, we're going to be okay. Okay, we are going to be okay. You look so well, rested, happy, and totally put together. Keep smiling, Shannon. Thank you. I love Joni Mitchell. I love that. I was just looking at your profile. Yeah. It's back, baby. Oh, good. Your global view is much appreciated. Well, good. Well, I've seen a lot in what I did. And a lot of people were like, God, Shannon, I didn't know you were a writer. I've always been a writer. I've been writing privately. Oishi, yes, that's the word. Oishi means very delicious. Is that so much of the time I was so lonely, really very lonely. And I had a baby on each hip and I am doing all the things because I have 7 children. And I had 7 children in 15 years and we were moving so much. Organizer Jen can attest to the grueling work of the moves and the unpacking. And I always was sure to set up a home immediately. So the children always felt like they were home. We never had like boxes or anything. And I would paint pictures for their bedrooms and I would make sure everything was matching and coordinated and beautiful, right? And but I was lonely. And so what I would do is I would write in my mind and I would describe, the small, to keep my mind occupied, like, the pages sat on the block in succession, waiting to be plucked at the perfect time. It just describing every single thing as with such rich context in my mind, and it kept my mind in a positive place. And so that's how I developed my writer brain. Oh yeah, Jen's still here. Oh my word, it was a lot of work, but we got it done ASAP. We did. Jen still shares a video from Camp Lejeune, was it 8 years ago, or 9 years ago, where we had just moved back from Okinawa, and we had an entire shipment of household goods from Okinawa brought into the house. No. Yes. And boy, she helped me clean that up. And Jen has been perennial in my life. And so, yeah, if you want to know what the inner workings of my house was like and the systems and the systems I put together to run the household, Jen knows. And Jen helped me with a lot of it. She helped me put together a closet. She called it the mom store. You remember that mom store? And it was a closet that she called the mom store. Shoelaces, extra hairbrushes, toothbrush, anything that a mom would need to be like, here, take this. You need some glue? Here's some glue. Here's some tape, whatever, like the mom store. And so, yeah. And we made it fun. Jen was a lifeline to me. We made it fun. Oh. Jen says, you were the mother that changed my entire viewpoint on people that have large amounts of kids. Your kids were definitely fully taken care of and super loved. Yeah, they were. They were the joy of my life. My children were always the greatest joy in my life. I unpacked it all in one day with a dislocated toe, and your foot was injured too. Yes. Yeah, that's true. I had broken my toe about a month earlier. And people were so snarky. Okay. Because they'd be like, how'd you break your toe? Did you trip on one of your kids? Thinking that it was a real dig on me. And I'd be like, yes, I did. But actually, my child tripped on the dog, and then I tripped on the child. So it's so funny when people are trying to dig at you, and then you just laugh it off. And then, yeah, you had a dislocated toe. It was so gnarly too, Jen. I'm sorry. I always say create your own store when organizing and unpacking. And you know what? I actually did some videos last summer and the summer before where I was teaching people your method. And I would say this is Organizer Jen's method because I was in that god-awful basement in Germany. Jesus of the Basement. There's another book. You guys got to hear about that. But where Jen would always teach me to set up a store. And so she would set up an organizing store, the organizing store. So I had a whole shelf full of empty organizing containers. So whenever we needed something to put stuff in to organize, well, that was it. Go to the organizer store. There was the Christmas store, the holiday store. And so, yeah, create your own store. And then it's fun. And then you're playing, right? You have your art store. And so you can go shop in your own store. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we both didn't tell each other that we had messed up toes. Yes. So I had broken my toe and she had dislocated hers. I had broken my toe from tripping on one of my many children. Oh, the scandal. And she had dislocated her toe and we were both limping around, not telling each other because we didn't want the other one to be concerned about us. And so, yeah, Jen's going to come to Oregon and hang out with us. My kids talk about you all the time. They love you so much. Yeah. Oh, the big ass cross? I don't know. I hope the big ass cross is on a shipment. I'm going to tell you what, that big ass cross has magical properties. Interestingly, everything changed in my life when I brought it was a big ass crucifix. When I brought the big ass crucifix into my house. I mean, wow, did everything change? Because that led to me talking about Opus Dei and the far right side of Catholicism, because I did say, look at this big ass cross. And then somebody from Opus Dei who had been stalking me, cyber stalking me, keeping an eye on me, was like, you're evil. You have a vile soul. And I'm like, I'm going to tell all your secrets now. Now you've pissed me off. And then that's how I got all of you here, because then I started spilling the beans and the big ass crucifix. And then everything changed. And then you guys all came into my life and made a big difference. Yeah, more on that later. But the big ass crucifix was actually from the town in France. I found it in an antique shop about a year ago to the day. The big ass crucifix was from Rouen, which is the town where Joan of Arc was burnt at the stake. So that big ass crucifix, I certainly hope it's on a ship on the way here. But if it's not, I've already released it. And made peace if I never see it again. And I just hope that whoever has it, it will change their lives too. Okay, that's all right. I've already released the big ass crucifix for a fly free big ass crucifix. And if it doesn't, I guess I'll put it on the wall. You all look at it and then it'll be here. Oh, isn't that nice? My mom said, shop at my store, her house, before we buy anything. And that's the beauty of community. People who just like, hey, you want to borrow this? You want to borrow that? The lamp store. That's right. We had a lamp store in North Carolina. Oh, good. Throwing darts. That's very therapeutic. Oh, you didn't tell me about your dislocated toe because you didn't want me to freak out and think you couldn't unpack. Well, I didn't want to tell you about my broken toe because I didn't want you to worry about me because I wanted to help you unpack. Thank you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling actually better than ever. And you remember that video, of us, the container store, or of me and Jen talking? Opus Dei did not play a very big part in my marriage. Really what I was looking for in the far right side of Catholicism was oversight. I was looking for, and I did get a, priest to come. What I needed at the time was something bigger than the Marine Corps. To say, all right, kids, this is how we're going to do things. And it worked for a while. And then it didn't. And so that's a story for another day. But yeah, I was looking for something bigger than the Marine Corps. And anyway, but now here we are as gutter Catholics. And, we don't need nobody telling us what to do. We're going to look after each other as it should be. But, as somebody who was really moving from place to place with really no social safety net, with really nobody who I knew. And for many years, I homeschooled for 11 years. That was very isolating. And I didn't have a chance to go and make friends. I didn't have a chance to build a safety net. I didn't have a chance to have a community. And so I built an online community, and that has been a blessing. But sometimes you really need people, right? People with eyes on you, right? And so I think the far right side of Catholicism gave that to me for a while. But as you know, it's never worth it when they are wanting so much control over your life, and that is those constraints, right? So I don't know, just another topic for another day. Oh gosh, you guys have no idea. You have no idea how much you rescued me. Oh, the big ass cross video when it was in the basement and you brought it upstairs and hung it up. Yeah. The big ass cross, the big ass crucifix. I hope I see it again one day. But if I don't, some other family or some other woman, it will come to her life and it will help her too. That's what I think. That's interesting. To organize your store, and then the organization structure of the military versus religion. A lot of parallels. Yeah. Oh gosh. No, I so appreciate you being here. I really do. So what do you guys want to learn about? I got my notepad here. my small flaky pieces of paper in perfect succession that on top of each other build something substantial that give us a direction in life. Thank you. Well, I'm very grateful I've been released. And I feel like I feel like an animal, like a hawk, who the rescuers took the hawk out, to the field, and they opened the cage and the hawk is like, can I really walk out of there? Am I going to be okay? And then they fly away and they don't look back. So yeah. Yeah. After the birth of my fourth and final child, almost 12 years from my third, I felt like I was drowning. And luckily I got involved in a mama's group on Facebook, which turned into workout buddies, which turned into family for so long and literally saved my life. People underestimate the power of online communities for mothers, especially those of us who stay home. Yes. So many of the people in my town who have come to show up for my children and I are people who, followed my Facebook and all the antics of my kids, sitting on kitchen counters and cooking dinner with me because I was so busy with all my children and isolated, and a lot of it from Okinawa. And they'd be like, they remember us, so even those years where I was just had a Facebook page, just private one. I mean, my flying kitchen page, I mean, I'd have posted on it, I don't know, like twice a year, the one that you're on right now. But my personal Facebook page, I was just, post all the funny things my kids said. And it was great. I loved it. I loved connecting with people, and it made all the difference because now I come back to town and people are like, oh, how are you? It's not like they haven't seen me in 30 years. I did tell all MAGA to F off about a year ago. That's been interesting. It's almost like a made-for-TV movie, like a movie. Like, well, didn't you tell all MAGA to F off? Yeah, I did. But I'm here now, and people are like, it's okay, we forgive you. Awkward, but you know what? Humans need help. Oh, thank you. You like my outfit? It was all given to me. I'll show you my outfits more often because everything, like these earrings. The lady who has found coats for all my children and myself, a light coat and a warm coat. She went to thrift shops all over her town. She even got some on eBay, I think, and she would wash them, and then she put them in boxes and shipped them to me. She sent me some jewelry of hers that she didn't wear anymore. Isn't that nice? It's been incredible what has been done for us. I still remember seeing the word but written on paper, taped all over your walls, thinking it was one of the boys, and it was one of the girls. I believe girls can say whatever the hell they want. So if my girls want to say but and put that on the wall, they got mama's approval. Go for it. That's so funny. That's so funny. How did you bridge the low contact with your parents when things went south? I feel like so many of us have fractured relationships. Was it hard? Well, not really. No, but that's another time. I gotta do some writing on that. I gotta do writing and ciphering on that. And I do, of course, you know me, I have put together a deep analysis. But it's just like everything. People are people. And, we all have our own thing. And I have some, because I'm working on chapter 12 of my memoir in real time. And that chapter's on the dignity work. And part of the dignity work, there's a whole system I developed, and it does work. I mean, I'm not trying to be method, I don't know, what do they call it? Those little theories that are supposed to change your life. I'm not saying that's at all. Okay, don't do, take that out of your head. But I don't know. I got to think about that a little more. I got to cipher it. But I will let you know. I believe your best years are ahead. I believe so too. I do. I am feeling very good. I'm feeling very good. And there's no telling what I might do. Okay, there's no telling. I might have 3 cups of coffee instead of 2 in the morning. I'm feeling wild. Yeah, our babies tie us all together. Yeah, that's for sure. My family is all broken up due to MAGA. Yeah, that's an issue. I got some thoughts on that, and we need to figure out how to. Yeah. There's a lot of capitalization on division, and I think also estrangement can really help entities that really like control. And so that's something I think when you're looking from a social safety perspective, estrangement, even political estrangement, if a lot can go unaccounted for. And when there is great factions of people who refuse to speak to each other. So I am sorry for telling all MAGA to F off. It's what I had to do at the moment for me. But maybe, unless, but maybe going forward, we can all have some tools in our toolbox about how to, because polarization, so much stuff can happen because of polarization, because you just can't check. What is my proudest moment during the transition? I don't know, maybe just staying really calm, documenting everything. One thing in a high conflict situation is, and I've told people this, and I'm writing about it in chapter 12, because I've had a lot of old friends contact me who are going through the same thing. You just have to stay calm. Stay calm, document, let go of what you can't control, and just pick a goal. Because if you act not calm, it will be noted. So stay very calm. So many right now juggling fractured parent adult child relationships. This would be a great avenue for you to pursue and share with us. I've thought about that. I've thought about doing deep study into estrangement. Um, and maybe I will. I think it would be good. And I definitely think that there needs to be some answers. And oh, well, girl, get on out there and dig some sweet potatoes. So I got to go back to digging all of my sweet potatoes from the patch. You go. It's so good to see your. Oh, thank you. I can't wait to see what you have to share with us next. I love you. I love you too. And go on and get some sweet potatoes. That sounds so fun. Yeah. It's so true about polarization, but it also makes so much sense to walk away when respect isn't on the table. Well, that's part of the dignity work. You can't be in spaces where someone is treating you like you don't deserve dignity, or they're treating you like you are a lesser human. And like, what do you mean you want dignity? Who do you think you are? I don't know, a human being. So that's part of it. There's a way to do it. And I think a lot of it has to do with just containment, which I'm still, these are all still theories I'm working on. Oh, good. Our family did have that issue, but we've gotten over it in a positive way. Well, if you'd like to share maybe a few tidbits about how you did that. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, you have helped me so much. Marie has been somebody who's helped me so much. Thank you so much. And I want you all to know I got my thank you notes here. I'm trying, and I will. Look, in the next year, if I can, there are so many packages from Amazon that I don't have the actual address to write thank you notes. And I don't know if I should be online and be like, hey, everybody, this person, that I just want you to know that I everything you guys have done have made such a difference for me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, Jen. The biggest thing is not feeling like you are alone. I am so glad some of the terror I lived through ended up being helpful for you. Yeah, Jen, I remember. I remember, Jen. You'd come to my house and you would talk to me about what you were going through. Yeah. It's not an unheard of story. And so many people who showed up for us and, sent us olive oil and toilet paper and dishwashing detergent. They've all been through something like this. So we need to figure out how to help other people. We got to create some kind of just like what you guys have done for me. Thank you. And we can figure it out. I just need some people who understand how to do stuff. Is that precise enough for you? Oh my goodness. Okay. So what do you guys want to learn about? We're about Catholic stuff. Are we interested in that still? Or are we over it? Look at me. I'm about to be divorced. I'm like, Catholic smash. Who cares? Because seriously, it's a sacrament, and I treated it like a sacrament. You go the extra mile, right? But now I'm like, well, see what happens. And then just so you know, if anyone is no, just because you're divorced, it doesn't mean you can't be Catholic. And there's all kinds of things. And, I don't know. God understands. And yeah. Let's see. Yeah. The compassion store. Yes. I've been studying the matriarchy too lately, because it's the matriarchy that lifted us up. I heard something recently that matriarchy isn't about who was on top of the pile and who was at the bottom. Matriarchy is about forming circles and putting children and the vulnerable, in the middle. Yeah. Like elephants. Yeah. And they need to be protected. Indeed. Oh, what is this? I don't understand. Camera. Well, I don't understand. Anyway. Women in the military, do they dismiss people also? Oh, I don't know. I know I have a lot of military friends who are women, and I don't know. I have to ask them. They discharge. Mm-hmm. You know, let me ask Baron Coleman. Let me ask. What do I mean? I'm like, ask my brain. Let me ask my brain. I got to write this down. Investigating the Charlie Kirk assassination. Baron Coleman is on YouTube. Okay, I'm so behind like who's who right now. I will look into that. Oh, good. You were learning so much when I talked about the Catholic Church. I'll talk about it again. You know, I was thinking what we would do. I would give like a primer, like this is the division, this is, you know, who it is, where it comes from, and these are the players from this side, and these are the players for this side. But I have to tell you, there was some guy from our side who made a dig at self-taught influencers, and I was like, ow, like, man, this is not the time to be making digs at self-taught Catholic influencers, because I'm kind of going through something right now. So I don't know if you're a bean man, and you know, and I'm sure he doesn't watch, but I was kind of like, that was a dig. You know what I mean? Because you know what, those of us who are self-taught influencers, we have a lot of people who watch us, and we might just direct you to, you know, direct people to buy your book. So be nice, okay? Bean man, be nice. Okay. How about how to be a good lapsed Catholic until the church steadies its ship and breaks away from the right? That's it. I gotta take a picture of that. How to be a good lapsed Catholic. How do you be a good lapsed Catholic? You know, stand for the least of these. You know, if you feel so compelled to bully the bully, boy, I got some stories for you. Woo! All right. The vloggers who I've been following on Facebook have all moved to YouTube because they earn more from YouTube. Yeah. Oh, and somebody asked me, where do I go? Like, how do I give you super chats on YouTube? I forgot about that. And I don't know, there's some kind of toggle I need to hit so you can give me super chats. And I appreciate it. I really do. The role of women in the Catholic Church. You know, and Pope Leo's, you know, doing this best. It's like a glacial pace, the Catholic Church. Let's talk about community building and learning from folks who are most affected by marginalization. Yep. Learning from marginalized. It's a great one. Let's see. Oh. I'm showing up for this one. Okay, Catholic and Opus Dei. Where we are in this moment politically, so this is suggestions. Estrangement, and teach us how to bake a basic but elegant and delicious easy cake. I can do those things. I'm an overachiever. Okay, cake, Opus Dei. And my kitchen is lovely. Do you guys want to see my kitchen? And like, the kitchen is lovely. It's a good little sofa. See, somebody gave me a mixer for my little cake business, which I still have yet to do, but we can do videos in here. It's a really nice kitchen for videos, okay? And whoever sent me that mixer, my God, thank you so much, because I have been able to take food bank rations. They give you raw ingredients, right? They don't like, you might get like a little pack of Cheetos, right? But everything else is raw ingredients, flour, and I've been able to do some baking and really make my kids' daily life just as rich and lovely as they are accustomed, okay, because of that mixer. And I know you sent it for my cake business, but it's helped us in many ways. Thank you so much. Oh, did we lose sound? We lose sound. It's cracking. Oh, poo. Well, I've needed you too. Thank you so much. I found the annulment. We're going back to Catholicism and divorce. Catholic smashlick. Let's see what happens. I found the annulment process worth the time and effort, even if I had never decided to marry again, which I did. And no, it didn't cost an arm and a leg, $500. And I think I paid in installments and skipped months when I couldn't make the payments. That was always my intent. I mean, from the very beginning, I was like, well, I'm going to have to get an annulment. Because you know what? I don't know who's out there for me, but hopefully somebody who is great, I'm okay to be alone. I am, because I've been alone in many ways, and I like my brain. My brain's my fun place, and I have all of you. But yeah, I was thinking, an annulment. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Jen, I love you so much. Everyone, organizer Jen. Okay, Jen, when you come to Oregon, we're going to do more shows. Okay, we're going to teach people your organization ways. We've been working together for over a decade, Jen and I. Oh, good. You hear me fine? Oh, good. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you. Oh, gosh. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for all your comments. What else do I need for my house? I don't know. I think we're okay. Just friendship now, just hang out and spend time with me. Like I said, because of my attorney and because of so many people who cared about us, we have something called Oregon jurisdiction. It's beautiful. Being 83, I remember what it was like before Vatican II. I prefer Vatican II. You know what? We're going to do a lesson on Vatican II, even though I am self-taught being man. I can talk about Vatican II, and it really made a difference for everybody. And everyone, like, you remember before Vatican II. Vatican II changed everything, and that's really where the division in the Catholic Church comes from. It's from a lot of it, Vatican II. There's some more divisions that are more, intricate, but it's pre-Vatican II, post-Vatican II. I remember you saying you saw me getting married to some rich guy with a yacht. Maybe it was you that's going to do it. I don't know. I'm more interested in a heart than a yacht. But we shall see what God has in store. And maybe I'm just me hanging out on the beach being a writer. And that's like a dream come true anyway. More shows for sure. Yes. Oh gosh. Organizer Jen and I'll tell you what, she delivers zingers. Okay. She does a roast. And this is not what I expected when we first started doing our shows together. I mean, like, I just turned on the Facebook Live and we were talking, and she was roasting me like crazy. And I remember just looking at her like, really? Okay. And she does. She gets this. She's funny. She has this. Anyway, you had to be there. It's funny. She's good at it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take your time and be alone I plan on it. No, I got kids to prioritize for sure. Actually, I saw this thing. It was like an Oprah, or who was it? Some therapist. And she said, it's not the collapse after the marriage ends that breaks people. It's after the first relationship after that breaks people. And I was like, I listen to people. Okay. I really do. I miss being here. I'm so glad you're here with me. Oh, Oregon jurisdiction as opposed to German jurisdiction. Long story. I'll tell you later. I hope that my memoir goes to print one day, because there's, those things. And even, and I need a literary agent, and I am not self-publishing ever, ever. Okay. I'm not. And if it's not like somebody who can be like, Shannon, we love your work and let's do this, then it's just not going to happen, because I'm not messing around. Yeah. Oh, I know. You can get an annulment even though you have to. I know. Yeah. The Gutter Catholic Club. Yay. And you know what? We are gonna cook. And I've been like a low energy, but I have started sleeping really well. No. Annulling a marriage does not delegitimize children. I don't think so. No, never mind. And even so, we don't, children are children, you know? Oh, you also find the annulment process easy. And I found one of my coworkers who was married 20 years had one as well. Okay, good. Oh, do you? I trust you more like people like Bishop Barron. Doesn't matter that you were self-taught. Thank you. Well, Bishop Barron should really have a talk with me. Because you guys know I'd be like, wouldn't that be something? Yeah, you are my community. Thank you so much. You guys saved us, really. Oh, good. Retired military spouse and Catholic, Opus Dei and theocracy. Yes. Yeah, I heard the conversations, you guys, about wanting a theocracy. I mean, that was the solution to everything. Was it? Yeah, just, like, yeah. You know what we really love? And this is something I've really learned to appreciate, and I think a lot about it, is autonomy. I mean, I need to get my pom-poms out. Oh, I should do that for my lives. Autonomy, you know? Because we really need to prioritize autonomy and agency, because without autonomy and agency, I'm telling you, I got some stories. I was telling about how Jen does roasts. She turns into a roasting machine. She's a rotisserie roaster on videos. Yeah, sarcasm. It is how you love. Boy, I'll tell you what, I couldn't believe it, because you were like, we were organizing, and then we turn on the video and she just turns into this like roasts and zingers, and I'm like, I'm ready this time though. Yeah, well, we both are. We have a lot of energy. Yeah. Her parents' marriage was annulled. 6 kids, no worries. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, you know me and Kevin Roberts. Kevin Roberts, head of the Heritage Foundation, Opus Dei, is heavily aligned. And I'll tell you what, I got some stuff to say. And so we're going to talk about Project 2026, Kevin Roberts. And yeah, people need to understand. And that's the thing. Look, if I had not, because if I had not seen the inside of the far right side of the Catholic Church, if I had not heard their plans, of hierarchy, of theocracy, more theonomy. Theocracy is really like priests rule the country, but theonomy is more like the doctrine rule the country. I wouldn't have had it on my radar at all. And so what I'm hoping to do, I'm not going to tell MAGA to F off. I already did that once, and I'm pulling it back now. I'm like, no, don't F off. Let's be friends, but let's, yeah. Is that like, this is really what people like Kevin Roberts have planned. And it's not about family values. It's about restructuring society. And they really, really mean it. And they're on like a 300, 400 year plan. Oh, go on and unpack them boxes. I am so glad you're here. Yeah. Okay, unpack boxes. And thanks so much for being here. I am feeling more peaceful. Yeah, I felt really good in a very long time. Not that I need somebody, I know. Who needs a man? Actually, I do. I love my writing, and I like being in my own brain, and I have the beach, and I have friends. I got great friends. And oh my goodness, I have enjoyed my time with my friends so much. Just laughing again. There's just nothing better. We all need friends. I would so enjoy sitting down with wine and popcorn, shooting you and Bishop Barron chat. Incidentally, I have been called staggeringly disrespectful. And I have a feeling that I would be really irreverent around Bishop Barron. I'd be like, really? But wait. I wouldn't let him get away with the thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it would be funny. It would be funny. And if I go in with just saying, this is going to be fun, um, autonomy is dignity. Yeah. Yeah. Autonomy is everything to me. Yeah. Yeah. Me too now. Yeah. 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 There's 2026 version now. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Oh, hey, Mary Teresa. Thank you so much. This is another person who's taken such good care of me. I can't thank you enough. And I got the bracelets and just such beautiful little things you sent. It made me feel so special. And, it's like, even like scissors. Like I was like, gosh, I wish I had scissors. And then I get a package from Mary Teresa and there's scissors in it. And like, I can't believe that somebody sent me scissors. Like just little things like that. And it's like I met with my attorney for the very first time, months ago. And she said, okay, Shannon, she heard the whole thing. We talked for 3 hours. We're sitting outside at a coffee shop, froze our butts off, right? And I'm like, I'm keeping my hands cold, my hands warm like this, and I said, and she said, okay, Shannon, what you need to do is you need to get a printer and you need to just, print everything off. And I was like, okay. And I had like no money, nothing. And then I get home and my kindergarten friend, Alicia, I had walked in the door. My kindergarten friend, Alicia, is like, hey, Shannon, I couldn't get anything from your Amazon store. So I sent you an Amazon gift card. And right then it was enough for a printer and paper and this 3-hole punch. Okay. It like ding, 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 ding. Stuff's been happening like that. Like just like wind chimes, like, stuff happens. It's been amazing. Oh, it's called, okay. Oh, oh, we could bake some merch. We could. I was thinking of putting it under my name tag here. Should I do that? Should I do that under my name tag? I do love a good piece of prose, and I thought it was expertly crafted. About the printer. It's been like that. Just all these things. Like, and then like every time I thought about something, like, oh, I wish I had this. And then like my friend Sarah came down from Portland. Like we were roommates. Before I got married, and she came down to visit, and I had just thought, oh gosh, I wish I had a food processor because I make pie crust, and with the food bank, you get raw ingredients. So if I can make like a chicken pie, if all we have is chicken, then I can make a chicken pie and it's special, right? And I make bulk food processor pie crust. And she shows up and she opens the trunk of her car, and I'm like, oh my God, is that a food processor? She's like, yeah, I thought you might want it. I never use it. It was a beautiful Cuisinart food processor. So like it's been weird, like, like the wind chimes, things happening, divine, and all of it. It's been, yeah. May our daughters be ungovernable. Yeah. It's so true. And wasn't that saying, well-behaved women seldom make history. I told them years ago, I said, look, I would have been burnt at the stake. I would have been burnt at the stake back in the day. And sure, yeah. Oh, I know. I miss that coffee machine too. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed doing those, but I couldn't bring it because you can't plug it into the wall. I couldn't find the little coffee balls. And I knew I'm not going to be able to afford to ship coffee balls. So some beautiful person bought me a French press, that blue French press. And from the minute I used it, it made me feel human again. Staggeringly disrespectful t-shirt. Let's do it. Okay. Why not? In a world of Kardashians, be staggeringly disrespectful. Yes. Oh, well, I have to tell you about the quilt. So my friend showed up at my house, and she brought eggs from her farm. And so, just so you know, the commercial fishing community has really come through for me here too. Because that's like the people in this town. You had the logging industry, the commercial fishing industry, and then the supports for those two industries, right? Because there was no other industry, and those two industries are quite small now. But the commercial fishing community has really come through for me. So somebody else from the commercial fishing community, she brought me this quilt that she had made. And actually, I wrote it for my memoir. I haven't published this story yet, but I'll tell you. And she said, are you familiar with the log cabin quilt? And I said yes. And she said, the red is the hearth. That's the heart of the home. And she said, I made it just for you because there's like some of these patterns with music notes. And she said, I want you to know, Shannon, that no matter what happens in your family, you're still the heart of the family because you're the mother. And I broke down, and she was so kind to do that. And so every time I see this, and she made this for me, and she also made a bunch of like minky blankets for the children. And so many of you have sent the minky blankets and the super soft blankets. And so, I mean, we all have had so much comfort from those very soft blankets. And it's like calms our nervous system down. Did somebody call you insolent, headstrong girl? Yep, that's a good one. I mean, it's so good when the insults are so well crafted. An unlettered pie baker, or staggeringly disrespectful. I enjoy a good piece of prose. Yeah, for sure. There's all kinds of goodness happening, and it was just so nice. I was just thinking about that coffee machine. That coffee machine was so fun. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone is giving me such a soft landing. And the people who have shown up on Substack have been lovely. And if you can't, that's okay. I mean, I know what it feels like. And so that's why, we're, like I said, hopefully if my memoir goes to print, which it'll be much different. I mean, it'll be much bigger and much different. But then I'll be able to be like, you get a book, and I can do all the giveaways and stuff, and that would be good. Yeah, heart of my home. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, is that from Jane Austen? Insolent, headstrong girl. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy to be live again. I am too. But I should go. What time is it? It would be my phone. I don't understand what my phone is. Go. Because I'm gonna make some banana bread. I got a bunch of really horrendous looking bananas at the food bank a few weeks ago, and I peeled them, and I separated them because my recipe calls for 3 bananas per loaf of banana bread. So I divvied them up, and I put 3 in each Ziploc freezer bag, and then and I put them in the freezer. So I pulled some out a few hours ago. So we're going to, I'm going to make some banana bread. So when the kids come home, they will, get banana bread. They'll be pleased about that when they walk in the door. I like to do that. I like to make sure that when they walk in the door, there's like a snack and something smells good. And because, that's what I always did before. When they would come home from school, I'd be ready for them. And, Carolyn just got done shoveling. Yay! We did it. You did it. Everyone say good job, Carolyn. She went outside, she shoveled. Did you listen? And then we were with you in spirit. We were with you, okay? And now she's done. Great job. Great job. Yeah. Oh, you did. I so appreciate it. It's made all the difference in the world. It really, really has. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Stephen says, good job, Carolyn, for shoveling. Yes. Very good. Everyone, good job. Good job. Great job, Carolyn, for doing the shoveling. Yes. See, always nice to have a cheering squad. Isn't it nice? You should be very proud of yourself. All right. Well, I'm going to go. Oh, the neighbors too. See, it's all going to come back to you. See, and she did the neighbors too. That's so nice. Okay, so now that I'm in Pacific time zone, I can do lives, and I'll have some structure. I'll plan it next time, and we can talk about these things because I took notes. And Marie Teresa sent me this too. So Mary Teresa sent me that too, and we'll talk and do more. And so now that I'm in the Pacific time zone, it's better than Germany. I was so far ahead and 9 hours, and yeah. See. Oh, okay. And next time, and maybe I'll plan it. Maybe I'll schedule. I'm getting there, right? And then we can schedule it, and then you guys can schedule, like, what do you have to do? Do you have to clean the kitchen? Do you want to fold a bunch of laundry? Do you have to clean out a closet? And then we can all be supportive and be like, yay. And because it helps. God, it helps, And that's the thing. It's hard to do it all alone by yourself. I know. Which is why I enjoy doing this with you guys. Okay, so I'm back. I'll only do this if I'm up for it. You guys know that. I'm not going to be like, and I'm not going to be pathetic and, woe is me, because I'm doing well, and I'm happy, and I'm appreciative of you. See, look at all this praise coming for you. Good job, Carolyn. Yep. See, co-working sessions. Yeah, it helps. Thank you. I feel good. I feel, like I said, I'm doing better than ever in many ways. Okay. All right. Heading off to listen to a webinar. Good trouble. Awesome. Take care, Marie. And thanks everyone for being here. And I'll figure out a schedule, figure out what I'm doing with my time. And I'll put like a notice, like we're going to meet. And I so appreciate Patricia. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. I can't thank you enough. And thank you, Kathy. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for everything you've done for us. I can't even tell you. Oh, good. Body doubling. That's what it's called. It helps. It helps. Yeah. We were never meant to be so isolated. We weren't. We weren't. Oh, good. I'm so glad. It filled my soul too. You guys, you have no idea. And hopefully in my writing, I'll be able to express more stories of how you have taken care of me, Yeah, you stay safe too. Everyone stay safe. Okay. Bye, everybody. Take care. Bye.